Hello friends, it's Prajul Pathak this side and you're watching my YouTube channel PyGuru. Friends, in today's tutorial, we are going to learn how can we connect our Android camera with OpenCV. Okay, so we can record videos or get images, and then we'll move further and we'll learn how can we detect faces using the Android camera or live face detection. Okay, so let's see how can we do it. So first of all, you have to install few libraries to connect your Android camera with OpenCV. So you can simply install it like this: pip install request numpy opencv python. Okay, so request is the first library that you will install, numpy is the second, and opencv-python, that is opencv, is the third library that is to install in order to connect with Android camera. Okay, I have already installed it, so let's move further and let's see how can we connect with our device, our Android camera. So see, for this what you have to do, you have to install an software on your Android application. So let me just show you. Here I am opening my AnyDesk. So this is the app that you have to install in your Android to connect your Android with OpenCV. This its name is IP Webcam. So let me just go to my Play Store and let me open it. Okay, and here you have to search IP Webcam and you have to install this application. I have already installed it, so I'm just going to open it and let it get opened, and then you have to scroll at the bottom of this page. Okay, just scroll to the bottom, and here you can see there's an application, there's a option called start server. You have to select this start server, and basically it will give you an IP address. Okay, you need this IP address of your camera, which is http://10.6.50.198.8080. What you have to do, let me just type this in my browser. Let me just open my browser and type this IP address that we have just got. So http and 10.6.50.198/8080. Okay, I think this is the same. Oops, here it is, this thing. Okay, now if you just enter, what will happen, it will open the your camera here. Okay, it's opening IP Webcam, and now if I just select browser from here, you can see it's showing my it's able to I'm able to open my Android camera from here. Okay, so we are able to do it in browser. Now let's learn how can we do the same thing using Python. Also, if you want to toggle between or switch between the front and back camera, you can just select it from here. Okay, so if I want to get front camera, I can just do it like this and let front camera. Yep, so this is how you can use front camera. So let's see how can we do it the same thing using Python. So let me just click no video, and we do not need this, so let me just close this application and let's go to our file. Okay, what I'm going to do next is, first of all, I'm going to import few libraries. So import request and then import cv2, which is your OpenCV, and then import numpy as np. Okay, so import numpy as np, and then I'm going to create a variable called URL, and inside URL you have to copy paste the same URL that you have got typed inside to your browser. So let me just copy paste it, and remember, in the end you have to type sort.jpg. Okay, after typing the URL or the IP address of your camera, Android camera, you have to type sort.jpg in the end of the URL. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, it's very easy now. First of all, I'm going to create a while infinite while loop, which is while true. Here I'm going to make a request to this particular URL. How can you do it? We can do it using the request library. So request dot get, and inside it I'm just going to pass URL. Okay, what will happen, this this request, basically we are going to make a request to this particular URL, and in the response URL will give us the data inside in bytes. Okay, so we will get data in bytes, so we have to convert it into a numpy array. Basically, what are images? You can think images as just an array because they are array. Okay, sorry. So let me create a variable called img array, basically which will store the array of the image. So np, which is your numpy dot array, and inside this we are going to use byte array. Now byte array is available to us by default in Python. See, this to get the bytes from this request, you have to just type r.content. Okay, basically it will return the content of the request in bytes, and finally you have to type this thing, D type, which is data type, will be np.uint8. Done. And finally what you have to do, let's create a image out of this array. See, this img array is an array. We have to create an image out of this. So how can you do it? It's very easy. Inside the cv2, which is our OpenCV library, we have a method called decode. You have to type this cv2.decode decode, and then you have to pass the byte array, which is our img array, and here you have to pass -1. Okay, so we have created an image. Now let's see how can we display this image. Again, it's very easy. You have to do something like this: cv2.imshow. Now imshow takes two things, a window name and the matrix or the array. So first of all, I'm going to pass the window name. You can give window name anything. I'm just giving it ip webcam. Okay, and then I'm just going to pass the image that you want to display. Finally, there are two more things that you have to do. You have to put a condition to break out of the loop. Okay, I want that whenever I press escape key, I get out of this script, or my script should get stopped. So how can we do it? It's very easy. cv2.wait key, here just pass 1 and put a condition here 0xff, where 0xff means if we are pressing the escape key, 27 is the order key for escape. So let me just oops, sorry. Okay, okay, we have to put a if condition here. Sorry, if cv2.wait key 1 and 0xff equal 27, which means that if I'm pressing the escape key, then we have to break out of the loop. And finally, we have to destroy all windows. I hope you already know this all things, because this is common things in using OpenCV. So let's just run this and let's see what happens here. Basically, it will open our here we are going to oops, sorry, it will be im decode. Okay, sorry, my fault. And let's run this. Basically, it's going to open an OpenCV window. Now you can see I'm able to connect my front camera or my Android camera with OpenCV. Okay, so we are able to get it. Now let's see how can we find out how we detect faces using Python. So let me just close this. You can close this window by pressing escape. Okay, and see here, there is one thing that you should know, that it's more easy to detect faces in a black and white image than it's to detect in colored image. So I'm going to convert this image in grayscale. Let's see how can we do it. So gray is a variable. It's very easy. cv2.cvt color, okay, which is a function which will convert the color image into grayscale image. So our color image is img, and I want to convert into grayscale. So how to convert it? cv2.color bgr to gray. Okay, color underscore bgr to gray, and it will convert our colored image to grayscale. So let me just show you the gray scale image. So let me just run this program now, and it will now show the window in a grayscale, or our image in grayscale. So let me just run it now. You might able to see the image or the video you can see is in grayscale. Okay, so now let's learn how can we detect faces. So see, for face detection, I'm going to use Haar Cascade. You can download the Haar Cascade file from either the video description. Check out the video description, its link is there, or you can also download it from the Haar Cascade GitHub profile, okay, or GitHub repository. So let me just go to the folder. Here you can see this is the Haar Cascade file that you need to download before face detection. It's around 8.25 MB in size, and it's a XML document. Basically, what is a Haar Cascade? You can think it as it's an already trained file, okay, over more than 1 lakh images, and it can help you to quickly detect images, quickly detect faces in your image or in video. Okay, so let's see how can we use it. So first of all, I'm going to create a variable here, or classifier here. It will be something like this: face underscore classifier equals cv2.cascade classifier. Okay, inside the cv2 library we have this cascade classifier. Now see, to use this Haar Cascade file you need one more library, that is opencv-contrib-python. Okay, if you want to run this line that is I'm just going to write, you have to install this opencv-contrib-python, otherwise you will get errors. So to I hope you already install it. You can install it by install opencv-contrib-python, and then cv2.data and then har cascades. Okay, you have to type this and then har cascade name. My har cascade name is har cascade dot frontal face dot underscore default dot xml. See, har cascade underscore frontal face underscore default dot xml. So you have to type this. Okay, now we have created an har cascade. Let's see how can we detect faces. Detecting faces using har cascade is more easy. Basically, I'm going to create a variable called faces. Okay, and then see, this is a face classifier. So face classifier dot detect multi-scale. You have to use this method. Now it takes three things. First, the image from which you want to detect faces, and then the scale factor and minimum neighbors. So the image that I want to detect is faces from is the gray one. I'm not going to detect it from the colored one because it will take lot more time. So pass this gray here, and then min scale, which is I'll pass it 1.04, and then min neighbors, it will be 6. Okay, now see, this 1.04 and 6 are not just random numbers. If your classifier is not able to detect faces accurately, you can try decreasing this value. But also remember, if you decrease this value more, your program will become slow. Okay, so this value works perfectly for me currently. So just that's why I'm using 1.04 and 6. Now what will happen, it will detect the face, and it will give us an array of 4 values, the x, y, w, h of a window. Okay, basically it will give us a rectangle window inside which there will be face. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use a if condition. If length of faces equals 0, it means that no face is detected. So you can just put a print statement here, no faces detected. And otherwise what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a bounding box. So how can we do it? It's very easy again. Else cv2 sorry I'm just going to create a new image called detected, and cv2 dot rectangle. This rectangle method takes a few things. First the image, then 2 points, the initial point and the final point, then the color and the thickness. So let's see how can we do it. The image I want to draw a rectangle on colored image. So see, we are detecting faces from the grayscale image, but we'll draw a rectangle on the colored image. Okay, so basically you will found no difference. Okay, so img and then the initial point is x comma y. Oops, sorry, here we have to put a for loop for x comma y comma w comma h in faces. As I said, this faces is storing 4 things, uh, the x and the y, the w and the h of the rectangle. Okay, so the first point is x comma y, and the second point is x plus w and y plus h. Okay, so this is the second point of our rectangle, or the final point. Okay, see, this is the top left point of the rectangle, and this is the bottom right of the rectangle. Okay, point of the rectangle. And then we need a color. I want to draw a rectangle in blue color, so I'll pass 255,0,0 as OpenCV text color in BGR format, not in RGB format. So this is B, which is 255, and G and R are 0,0. Then thickness, which will be 2. And then finally what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pass here detected one. So this is our complete program. Let's try running it and let's see what happens. So if I just run this program, basically a window will open and our image will be detected. So see, my face is able to get detected. Okay, and yep, if I just do it like this, see, yes, so the program is working perfectly. So let me just close this. Okay, so this is how you can connect your Android camera to OpenCV and then detect faces from it. I hope you understood this. If you have any doubt regarding this video, or if you are not able to connect it, you can ask it in the comment section. If you are new to my channel, subscribe it if you love this video, or so leave a like or a dislike. Thank you. See you in the next video.